So in the Entry Exit tab, you're going to go to the list of entries and find the current open Arch coordinated entry, then go to the right to the Exit Date column, click on the pencil and bring up the Exit Data, the Edit Exit Data pop-up. So that'll be this right here. You're going to, if the client has moved into a permanent housing unit, use the date of the first day the client spent the night in their new unit. If the client has left the area, has not been seen or contacted for 90 days or more, use the day after the last contact to determine the last contact. You can check the exit date, services of other entries on the list, or click on Service Transactions and go to View Entire Service History. Then that's going to find your date of last contact if there's nothing else. Select the latest date between the exits and the services after making sure that the date is not within the last 90 days, then add one day and use that for the coordinated entry exit date. If the client has passed away, use the date of passing or the date you learned of it. No matter what the reason for the date you chose, always set the time of the exit to 5 p.m. unless you're told a different time by the HMIS team. So we're going to go right here for our sample person. We're going to click disappeared, and we'll just say they disappeared 90 days ago, which would be, or actually, let's just say they moved. And then we'll say that was today, 5 p.m. And then we're going to go down here and select and then do not skip down to the destination and select the appropriate option. This is a mandatory step and is how HUD determines if a client is or is no longer homeless. Do not exit a client to any of the options under homeless situations if a client is still homeless, they should not be exited from coordinated entry, meaning that you should probably not ever be selecting this in normal situations. Do not exit a client to any of the options under institutional situations unless you know that the client has been or will be there over 90 days, such as a client who goes into a nursing home or has received a prison sentence and will not get out before 90 days. Be mindful of whether or not the client will be living with friends or family on a temporary or permanent basis. This will depend on intent. Does the client plan on to live with mom for 2 weeks before going to California? That's temporary. Does the client plan to move in with their significant other? That's permanent. If you exit a client to rental by client with ongoing housing subsidy, a new question of rental subsidy type will open. That must be answered as well. If the client has disappeared and you don't know where they went, use no exit interview completed. If you think that the destination you should choose is other, please check with the HMIS team to make sure that is the correct option. If you have questions about which option to choose, go to the HMIS Destinations Definitions document to help. That will be saved in this course. After selecting your destination, click on Save and Continue to get to the Arch coordinated entry exit instructions. That's going to be, so we'll go for and then right here, subsidy none, and then click Save and Continue. So it's going to ask here, please make sure this. Do all household members have an exit data listed in the box above? If not, call HMIS office for further instructions. Current destination listed. Are you out of backdate mode? Basically, all of this has to be a yes. You'll see through. Scroll to the bottom and then click Save and Exit. And then the client has now been exited from the program.